A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Hendricks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Badgers offense will get the football first. Here's Shamar Rigby, who could play a pivotal role in this passing game. Transfer from Oklahoma State. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Makes the catch at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Nittany Lions offense will now get its first chance with the football. And it'll be up to this transfer sophomore quarterback to pilot this attack. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits the hole. It's Wallace. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Baker. Look out! Trying to buy time. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Second and long here. The run inside. It's Martin. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Sells the run, looking to pass. Working that left side now. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. Left side, it's McGowan. Breaks into the open. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
From the gun, it's Palmer. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They give it back to him. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Baker. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. He's changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Defense holds their ground. Pick up of a yard. It's at the 26. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hendricks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Tells to run, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Rigby. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Holds on, it's Palmer. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw again. Turns up, it's Palmer. At midfield, he's got room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Fresh center down's going to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeps it moving, it's Palmer. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Going deep. Upstairs to make the catch. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Going to the run, it's Palmer. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Lowry. They're all over him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive...
He gets it in! Touchdown, Wisconsin!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Making the adjustment on the play. To the air, it's Baker. Fires left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and
intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Moving to his left. Past the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. Here's a give to Peoples.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He's past the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Finds a crease. It's Martin. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense covered it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Using his feet. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? To the air, it's Baker. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Changing the routes with his receivers. on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get it.
He's got it on the outside. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. No room to run, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again, and he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now. The Badgers want to talk things over and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Baker. Right side, it's Terry. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Finds his big tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Drops back on 1st down. Got him downfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at LSU in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's LSU getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Camp Randall Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. He wants an even greater sense of urgency from his team. It's the Big Ten Conference season opener, and even though they had a good first half, more urgency, more execution here to start the third quarter is the team's focus coming out of the locker room.
All right, Holly. The give to the right.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quarterback keeps it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this.
Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Long way to go on second down. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Finds the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Calls his own number. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Out wide right, it's McGowan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The fake and wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Motion from the wideout. On the move. Finding some room. Inside the 50. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was
breaks off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Badgers in the hurry-up. Quick give. It's Palmer. Driven back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Sets his feet. It's Lowry. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. Trying to make one miss. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rigby. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Under pressure. He's got it inside the 25. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Sells to run, looking to pass. Touchdown, Badger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback...
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the two-point try. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. Hits inside, it's Wallace. Nowhere to go.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff for Peoples. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Badgers sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The play fake. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Right side, it's Harris. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Looking for room at the 40. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Here's a give to Peoples. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. Enough to move the chains. Could be an alley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're testing the right side here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Rush is on. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Out wide left, it's Terry. Touchdown, Penn State! They move on top here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead. To 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Hendricks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Running inside, it's Palmer. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. 2nd and long here. And send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Lowry. Left side is Harris. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Look out! And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Finds his tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The snap sets up the throw. He's going to run it. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
The most important thing running the ball there on 4th down is you get the first, the game clock stops for a second. You still have 1 timeout in your back pocket that you've got to be able to use here, trailing late to win this game.
The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
Looking for a big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback changing the play. Second down to the air. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the field. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And this defense is doing exactly what I would do. Like, bring in more DBs, like rush the passer and play the pass. So How is this offense going to take advantage, make some plays, because they've got to do it now.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. On its way, it's gone! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be